Today in all revved up motorcycles, we throw in a leg over a machine that blends aggressive Streetfighter styling with lightweight agility. It's the X Street RS125. Is this the ultimate beginner's beast, or just all show and no go? Stick around, because we're about to find out. Welcome back to All Revved Up Motorcycles. And today, we're taking a ride on the X Street RS125. It's bold, it's budget friendly, and it's definitely turning heads in the 125cc category. But can it back it up? That look with performance and practicality. Let's take a deep dive into this two-wheeled rebel. Right off the bat, this thing looks aggressive. That angular bodywork, the sharp tank shrouds, the LED lighting. It's got serious Streetfighter DNA. Almost looks like a baby KTM Duke, but with a price tag that won't make your wallet cry. You've got a full digital dash, LED indicators, and even a USB port. That's a nice touch for us modern riders. This bike is all about attitude, and at just over 130 kilograms, that's wet. It's lightweight, flickable, built to zip through traffic or country lanes with ease. Now, let's get nerdy with some numbers. So, engine-wise, 124.8cc 4-stroke air-cooled single-cylinder. 11.5 horsepower at 9,000 RPM. And 9.8 Newton meters of torque at 7,500 RPM. Top speed around 65 to 70 mph. Depending on wind and how many pies you've had. Fuel tank capacity, 13.5 litres. That's impressive for this class. So let's get to the brakes. Front and rear disc brakes with combined braking system. Suspension. Front telescopic upside down forks with a monoshock at the rear. So what do you actually get from the UM? It's a reliable, easy to handle engine. It's perfect for commuting, weekend blasts, or your first big adventure on two wheels. Alright, first impressions on the road. The seating position is upright, comfortable and confidence inspiring. The bars are wide, visibility is great, and the mirrors actually show something other than your elbows. The throttle response is crisp. Gear changes are smooth, and the gearing feels spot on for urban and rural riding. In town, this thing is a ninja. Zippy through traffic, easy to park, and light enough for new riders to manage. And out on the B roads, you'll need to keep it in higher revs to make the most of it. But that's part of the fun. Okay, let's talk day to day. The seat's comfy enough for commutes, but after a couple of hours or so, you might want a coffee break or a new backside. Storage is limited. Don't expect to hide a sandwich under the seat, but that USB port is a lifesaver on longer rides. So who's the UMX Street RS125 really for? Well, here we go. First time riders who want style without stress. Commuters looking for a budget friendly urban warrior. Anyone who wants a good looking 125 that doesn't blend in with the crowd. It's not trying to be the fastest or the fanciest. It's about fun and freedom. So here's the verdict. The UMX Street RS125 is a great looking, fun little bike that punches above its weight in style, simplicity and value. Sure, it's not a rocket ship, but it'll put a grin on your face without putting a hole in your pocket. If you're just starting out or looking for a second bike that's all about smiles per gallon, give this one a serious look. Thanks for joining us here at All Revved Up Motorcycles. And don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss a ride. Until next time, ride safe, ride smart and keep it all revved up.